guys, welcome back to my channel. In today's class, we will solve the examples of exercise 3.1. Question number 1. Given here are some figures. Okay, I'll zoom it. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. There are 8 figures. Classify them as simple curve, simple closed curve, polygons, convex polygon and concave polygon. In the last video we discussed about all these things. Okay, we discussed what is simple curve, simple closed curve, what are polygons, what is convex polygon, what is concave polygon and all. Okay, now in these figures, which are all simple curves? Simple curves are first one, second one, then fifth one, sixth one and seventh one. Okay, so first I will mention the numbers only. First one, second one, fifth one, sixth one and seventh. Okay, simple closed curves are all are closed only. So first one is also closed, second one is also closed, third one is also closed, but it is not simple. Okay, fifth one is also closed, sixth one is also closed, seventh one is also closed. So same answer. First one, second one, fifth one, sixth one and seventh one. Polygons. Polygons are, first one is a polygon, okay, which is made up of line segments. Second one is also polygon. It is not polygon because there is no line segments in it. Next, fourth one is also polygon. So first one is polygon, second one is polygon and fourth one is polygon. Guys, picture is not so clear. Please check in your textbook. Next comes convex polygon. What is convex polygon? No part of the diagonal must be exterior. Means all the diagonals drawn in the figure must be interior. So second one. I hope you all understood. See, diagonals drawn in the figure must be interior, not exterior. So this is the convex polygon. Next comes concave polygon. At least one part of the diagonal must be exterior, which is called concave polygon. See here, this is a polygon. The diagonal drawn to it, at least one part of the diagonal is exterior. So first one is concave polygon and this third one, diagonal drawn from here to here, here to here, here to here. Okay, these are all exterior to the figure. So this is a concave polygon. First and fourth are concave polygons. Okay, I hope you all understood. Next comes question number 2. How many diagonals does each of the following have? So how many diagonals? What is diagonal? See, for example, it's a quadrilateral. Okay, a convex quadrilateral. we drawn ABCD convex quadrilateral. Okay. What is diagonal now? A line which connects non-consecutive vertices of a polynomial. It is a polynomial from B to D. From B to D. After B we have C here. So we can't connect from here to here. So B to D is a diagonal and A to C is a diagonal. So we can draw AC and BD, two diagonals in this quadrilateral. More than two we can't draw diagonal. Okay, these are the two diagonals AC and BD. Next comes a regular hexagon. Hexa means 6. 6-sided polygon is called hexagon. We already learnt in the last video. Please check it out. Okay, hexagon drawn A, B, C, D, E and F. Okay, so 6-sided polygon is called hexagon. So hexagon is drawn. Now we have to draw diagonals. Diagonals means line which connects non-consecutive vertices. A, after A we have B, so it is a consecutive. We can't connect from A to B. So A to C, A to D, A to E. We have from A 3 diagonals. A to C, AC, A to D, AD, A to E, AE. Okay. Now again we can't draw A to F because after A we have here F. To the left of A we have consecutive vertex F, so we can't draw here. And also to the right of A we have consecutive vertex B, so we can't draw diagonal from A to B. So we have from A to C, A to D and A to E. AC, AD, AE. We have 3 diagonals. In the same way we can draw the diagonal from B to F, BF, B to E, BE and B to D, BD. A and C are consecutive vertices. So we can't draw diagonals from B to A or B to C. So we have diagonals BD, BE, BF. BD, BE and BF. In the same way from C we have CA, CF, CE. CF, CE and CF. CA already we have withdrawn from A to C or C to A, one another same. So AC we already written. So CE, CF, CF, CE. Again from D to DF and D to A, AD already written. So DF. From E we have already CE, EC, EA, AE already have. EB means BE, BE, EB, one another same. So there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9 diagonals we can draw from a regular hexagon. Question number 3. What is the sum of measure of the angles of a convex quadrilateral? Will this property hold if the quadrilateral is not convex? Make a convex quadrilateral and try. What is the sum of measure of angles of a convex quadrilateral? Okay. Draw a convex quadrilateral. Convex quadrilateral means diagonals must be interior. Okay. Draw a convex quadrilateral ABCD. Okay. Draw a diagonal BD. So that we will have two triangles here, DAB and DCB. So in a quadrilateral convex quadrilateral. Okay, quadrilateral A B C D. Draw a BD diagonal. So we have two triangles. Triangle DAB and triangle DCB. In the 7th standard, you already learned that angle sum property of triangle. Angles of the triangle, sum of angles of triangle is 180 degree. Okay, we call this angle as 1, this angle as 2, this angle as 3, this angle as 4, and this angle as 5. Okay, so we already know that angle 1 and this angle as 6. We have 6 angles in this quadrilateral now. Okay, we know that angle 1 plus angle 2 plus angle 3 is equal to 180, and angle 6 plus angle 5 plus angle 4 is equal to 180. Okay, sum of angles of this triangle BAD and sum of this triangle means DCB are 180 and 180. So triangle DAB plus triangle DCB is equal to quadrilateral ABCD is equal to 1, 2, 3, angle 1, angle 2, angle 3, angle 4, angle 5 plus angle 6. Okay, sum of all these is equal to 180 plus 180. Okay, this is equal to 180 plus 180 is 360. Angles of this quadrilateral ABCD is equal to angles of this triangle plus angles of this triangle. Angles of this triangle are angle 1 plus angle 2 plus angle 3. Angle 1 plus angle 2 plus angle 3 is equal to 180 degree by angle sum property of triangle. Okay, in the same way, sum of angles of this triangle means DCB are angle 6 plus angle 5 plus angle 4 or angle 4 plus angle 5 plus angle 6 is equal to 180 degree. This is also by angle sum property of triangle is 180. Okay, both are 180 degree. So sum of angles of quadrilateral ABCD is equal to angles of this triangle plus angles of this triangle means angle 1 plus angle 2 plus angle 3 plus angle 4 plus angle 5 angle 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 means 180 plus 180. We have 180 plus 180. 180 plus 180 is 360. Therefore, measures of the angles of a convex quadrilateral is 360. Okay, this is the property of convex quadrilateral. Next, will this property hold if the quadrilateral is not convex? This is the property for convex quadrilateral. Same property applies for non-convex quadrilateral or not? Let's check. Okay, non-convex quadrilateral means concave quadrilateral. concave quadrilateral. We draw a concave quadrilateral. Okay. This is a quadrilateral PQRS, drawn a diagonal RP in a quadrilateral. PQRS, draw PR as a diagonal. Diagonal is PR. Okay. PR diagonal. So we have two triangles here. PQRP. We have triangle QRP. RP and triangle RPS. RPS. Okay. So apply the same angle sum property for these triangles also. Let's name angle Q as 1, P as 2, this as 3, 4, 5, 6. Name the angles as 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6. Okay. So apply the angle sum property for these two triangles. So angle 1 plus angle 2 plus angle 3 is equal to 180, and angle 5 plus angle 6 plus angle 4, or angle 4 plus 5 plus 6, anyone. Okay, is equal to 180. These three angles sum is 180 and these three angles is 180 degree. Sum of these three angles is 180 degree. So sum of angles of this quadrilateral PQRS is sum of angles of this triangle QRP plus sum of angles of another triangle RPS. So sum of angles of quadrilateral PQRS is equal to angle 1 plus angle 2 plus angle 3, all the sum of all the angles. Okay, angle 3 plus angle 4 plus angle 5 plus angle 6. So angle 1 plus angle 2 plus angle 3 is 180, and angle 4 plus angle 5 plus angle 6 is 180. 180 plus 180 is 360 degree. Same property holds if the quadrilateral is not convex, means for concave quadrilateral also same property holds. Therefore angle sum property of any quadrilateral is sum of all the angles is 360 degree. Question number 4. Examine the table. Okay, we have a table. Okay, we have a table. Okay, figures are given: triangle, quadrilateral, pentagon and hexagon. Sides are 3, 4, 5 and 6. For quadrilateral we have 2 into 180, and for pentagon we have 3 into 180, means 5 minus 2, 5. Sides are 5, 5 minus 2. And for hexagon we have 4 into 180, means 6 minus 2, that is 6 sides are given, 6 minus 2. In the same way, what can you say about the angle sum of convex polygon with the number of sides? We have number of sides 3 here. So 3 minus, so by observing this table we came to know that number of sides minus 2 into 180 is angle sum. Okay, we have 3 sides here. 3 minus 2 into 180, means 3 minus 2 is 1. 1 into 180 is 180 degree. So sum of these 3 angles is 180. In the same way, we have 4 sides here. 4 minus 2 into 180 is 3 minus 2 into 180 is the angle sum of this quadrilateral. In the same way, we have 5 sides here. 5 minus 2 into 180 is the angle sum of this pentagon, 5-sided polygon. Okay, same way, hexagon. We have 6 sides, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, 6 minus 2 into 180 is the angle sum of this hexagon. In the same way, if we have 7-sided polygon, means 7 minus 2 into 180 is equal to 7 minus 2 is 5. 5 into 180 is equal to, so 5 into 180 is 900 degree. Okay, in the same way, 8. Next, 8-sided polygon. Number of sides is 8 minus 2 into 180 is equal to 8 minus 2 is 6 into 180 is equal to 6 into 180 is 1080 degrees. Okay, the same way, 10-sided polygon means number of sides is 10 minus 2 and number of sides is 10 minus 2 into 180 is equal to 10 minus 2 is 8 into 180. 8 into 180 is 1440 degree. In the same way, n number of sided polygon is equal to number of sides is n minus 2 into 180. Therefore, angle sum property of a convex polygon. Convex polygon is n minus 2 into 180, where n is number of sides. Okay, angle sum of a convex polygon is n minus 2 into 180. n is the number of sides. Okay guys, ಈ ವಿಡಿಯೋನ ಇಲ್ಲಿಗೆ ಮುಗಿಸ್ತೇನೆ. See you in the next video. We'll continue the exercise 3.1. And please like, share and subscribe to my channel.